The battlefield was silent, save for the low hum of dying starships overhead and the crackle of embers scattered across the alien landscape. Smoke curled from broken towers of crystal and metal, their once radiant glow now dulled by ash and blood. Corporal Dax Murren stumbled over the body of a fallen Zalari soldier, his pulse hammer rifle gripped tight in one shaking hand. The enemy was gone, for now. But that didn't mean the war was over. His unit was dead, scattered across the ruins of this moon city like torn flags. And then he heard it. A weak, almost musical gasp. Dax spun toward the sound, heart pounding beneath his scorched armor. His visor was cracked, blood stinging his left eye, but he could still make out the movement, something shifting amid the rubble of a collapsed palace tower. He lowered his weapon and advanced carefully. Half buried beneath shimmering debris lay a figure unlike anything he had seen. She was glowing, not metaphorically. The alien woman radiated a soft azure light from her veins, the glow pulsing like a fading heartbeat. Her skin was a smooth opalescent lavender, her hair like woven strands of silver wind. Her robes, once ceremonial, surely, were torn and stained with violet blood. Dax dropped to his knees beside her. She looked barely alive. "Hey," he whispered, unsure if she could even understand him. You're still breathing." Her eyes fluttered open. Liquid gold irises locked onto him. "You," she rasped. Her voice was melodic, like the hum of starlight. "Human, I'm not here to hurt you." He lifted his hands in surrender. "Name's Dax. I'm a medic. Let me help." Her eyes drooped. Too late. The bond is shattered. No more light. I will die, and the line of Serene will end. He frowned. "Bond? Line?" "Listen, I don't know what any of that means, but you're bleeding out. You need transfusion." She shook her head weakly. "My kind, we are not like you. Only our kin's blood can sustain us. And there are none left." Dax swore under his breath. His medical pack was already nearly empty. Even if he sealed the wounds, her vitals were crashing fast. And then he saw the glow in her veins flicker again. Just once, like a tiny, flickering signal. He glanced at his arm, at the slow ooze of red from a gash on his wrist. The human blood. What if? "No promises," he muttered. He pulled out a pressure syringe, twisted the interface port, and drew 2 vials of his own blood. "This is either going to save you or kill us both." The princess did not reply. Her chest was barely rising now. Dax hooked the vial into a makeshift biotransfer unit and gently pressed the injector into the alien woman's arm. For a moment, nothing happened. Then, her body arched. The glow in her veins surged, bright, searing blue lightning beneath her skin. She cried out, her voice echoing like a bell through the rubble. Her eyes snapped wide, gold now flaring like miniature suns. Dax stumbled back, stunned. The glow from her body expanded outward in a pulse, throwing up a small shockwave that knocked debris into the air. "What the hell?" he muttered, shielding his face. When the light faded, she was sitting up, breathing, alive, and staring at him with something beyond gratitude. Something ancient. You carry the echo," she whispered. "You are not just human. You are compatible." "Compatible?" Dax blinked. "I just gave you some blood. That's all." "No, that's not all." She placed a trembling hand over her heart. "Your blood awakened the Serene sigil. The legacy bond. It means we are now linked." "Linked," Dax echoed. "Like, I'm your emergency blood donor?" "Like you are now part of my soul," she said solemnly. He gaped. Well, that escalated fast. Her lips curled into a faint smile. "You saved me, warrior." You share my lifeblood now. You are bound to the last heir of Serene. That's a lot of pressure. But before she could answer, a sudden roar split the air. Dax spun, rifle up. From beyond the broken walls, dark shapes emerged, massive, horned beasts clad in biomechanical armor. The Zurakai, the enemy. Not all of them had retreated. They had come to finish the job. The princess rose shakily to her feet, her hand glowing with blue fire. We stand together now, she said. You and I. Right, Dax said grimly, readying his rifle. Just a day ago, I was getting yelled at for skipping inspection drills. The battle was short, explosive. Dax fought like a demon, the princess beside him wielding alien energy like a storm made flesh. Somehow, they moved as one, his instincts syncing with hers, dodging, striking, covering each other perfectly. After the last Zurakai fell, gasping out a curse in their guttural tongue, Dax collapsed beside the princess, panting. That bond thing, he said between breaths. You weren't kidding. She gave him a thoughtful look. It is rare, sacred, and dangerous. So, I've noticed. She turned her eyes skyward. Above them, the stars shimmered. I must return to the Citadel of Echoes, she said. There, the bond can be sanctified, and the serene line restored. Dax groaned. I was really hoping to nap. She smiled. Come with me, Dax of Earth. You have bled for me, fought for me, and now you are part of something larger. I didn't ask to be. No, she said, but destiny does not ask. 2 cycles later, Dax stood in a floating chamber of glass and stardust, surrounded by serene elders, what few remained. The princess, now dressed in radiant armor, stood beside him. A glowing sigil burned on his chest, just above his heart. The bond mark. You are now part of the royal serene line, intoned the head elder. Our warrior, our savior, our strange and stubborn bloodkin. Dax rolled his eyes. Great. Do I get a dental plan? The princess smiled. You get me. He blinked. She reached out, laced her fingers with his. And I get you, she said. Epilogue. Centuries from that moment, tales would be told across dozens of worlds, of a human soldier who gave his blood to save a dying princess, and in doing so, changed the fate of an empire. Some called him a fool, others a hero, but one thing was certain. The blood that had once only flowed for war had birthed peace among the stars. And it had all begun with a single, unbelievable choice.